Hi everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, after all the eco holidays this week, we're back. It's now Saturday. All those holidays have finished, and we are getting back on an even keel with Brisbane being open again for business all week. So here at the store, right today, we've got Janie in the classroom downstairs doing the free motion quilting class, which is great, and we are now heading through for the rest of August, having quite a few classes still and events happening. One next week, which we're going to tell you about shortly, and an update also on the list. Okay, so first up on the class front, we have a few classes happening and in special events this coming week. We've got two OESD embroidery classes, one on Wednesday and one on Saturday. So those of you who are looking to do those, make sure you book yourself in. I know that I've sent emails to all of you with your requirements, so you should all have had those. The class that's happening on Thursday is the Pattern Drafter 2-day event with Christine, who is the certified instructor for the Pattern Drafter. She's coming in specially to do this 2-day workshop, and it's on the Pattern Drafter system. So it will be a lot of fun for you guys to get your blocks drafted, your calicos made, fitted, all those kinds of things, so you can begin with a really well-fitting base pattern to make lots of different things. Okay, so you do not need to, I'm going to reiterate, you do not need to bring your sewing machine for this particular class, because we've got a couple of machines upstairs in the classroom just to do the little bit of sewing that you need to do to make these pattern blocks. Won't be a lot of sewing getting done at all. It was just mainly fitting, making sure that you're drafting correctly, all those kinds of things. So, but there is a requirements list online. So I'm just going to change cameras and come back to classes. All right. So this 2-day class is, you'll need the Pattern Drafter. You will need to book your spot, but I've only got 3 spots there. All right. So if you've been thinking about it, please book yourself in between now and then, and all the requirements are down here. Okay. Now we ask for, some people have asked us, why do you ask us for so much material? Here, and there's fabric at 5 meters and craft paper and trace and toile and all those kinds of things. Well, this is insurance to make sure that if you have to redraft something or would like to redraft something differently, that you have enough material like drafting paper and trace and toile and all those kinds of things to do it multiple times. Okay. And the fabric that you need to make your calico would be best out of something without any stretch, like a calico, or something that's, doesn't have a lot of stretch in it, because it makes sure that your pattern block is well fitted. All right, so all those requirements are there. Just please make sure that you please bring your lunch both days. We'll be supplying coffee and tea here in our upstairs with our kitchen upstairs. However, you will need to bring your lunch. If you do bring your lunch, it just gives you more time to actually get as much out of this class as possible. So that's what we're doing there. Things to look at coming up next week, after next week. There is an AccuQuilt demonstration event. Currently, I don't have any bookings in that. If there aren't any bookings in that, I'm going to squash that class for now. It's just a talking event. It only goes for a short amount of time. It's not a hands-on. It's just talking about AccuQuilt and what you can do with that particular machines. It's the range overview one. Okay, so if you are looking to do that, you need to get your bookings in quickly, otherwise that one will be quashed, because we need people in the event. All right, and then Know Your Machine classes are back in, so all of you who have purchased a machine from us, who have class lessons, you may have received a a free class or a number of classes, you need to make sure that you book into one of these to use that voucher. The zipper class that's here on the 29th is one, I think it's one of the last ones that we have for 2025. It's one of these classes that gives you the ability to use lapped, centered and invisible zips and how to put them in and do your pattern matching and things like that. So it's, if you're struggling with zippers, then this is a really good class to be in. All right, so at the moment, there's only a couple booked in there. That's going to go ahead, but it'll be the last one of the last ones for this year, okay? So you need to make sure that you book yourself in for that. Rightio, so I'll come back over to him. So with the list will be updated either Monday or Tuesday. There are a few of the brand days that have been taken out of the calendar simply because we just don't have the resources we sort of planned to have a lot in there in the last part of the year, but people availability is a little bit harder right at this particular moment, and getting someone in the classroom to actually be able to take on that class, me included. So we're all getting booked up with different things that we have to do with our brands. So we will continue wherever we can with those classes, but sometimes the reps aren't able to come along and help out with providing an overview of each of those particular classes. I have quashed the one that was scheduled for next Tuesday, which was the Baby Lock one. We just simply didn't have enough time to get that sorted, and I'm unavailable for that on Tuesday. So we'll just have to continue with other dates, but always look at the booking page because it is the one that overrides the list. Okay, if there's any changes that we've had to make due to resources or availability of an instructor or all that kind of thing, it gets made in the booking page first, and the list is only updated periodically. So if you are looking at a class, and use the list as a guideline, but you need to double check. If you're unsure, if you can't find a class that you may have seen in the list and it's no longer in the booking page, you may want to just give us a call. We do our best to try and plan a lot of these events out so that you get lots of notice, but unfortunately sometimes that planning goes against us a little bit. So anyway, we try our best. What can we do? But always look at the booking page. Now, it's not, that we want to plan stuff and then take it away. We like to be able to offer you as many choices as possible, but just, resources are very difficult at this particular point. I know some of you have been asking about more hands-on mastering scan and cut class. Well, that one we will have to postpone until 2026 for that simple reason, resources. Okay, there is a hands-on demonstration event pending us getting the machines from Brother in November. So it's all been in the calendar, but hopefully that still applies for the end of the year, but it will have some updates on that. So that hands-on demo class will be the last one that we do for Scan and Cut for this year. But yes, people are asking about Scan and Cut to do and learn more about Scan and Cut. It is one of those machines that a lot of you are very nervous about in some ways of learning and using unless you do your classes. We're conscious of that, and that's why we've reintroduced some of these classes into 2025, and there will be some hands-on classes in 2026 as we train more staff to be able to use and teach you how to use those machines as well. Right, so other things happening in River City Sewing this week. I've got some new patterns. Now I saw these at Bernina University and they've just arrived, and they're from Amanda Murphy. So for all of you Bernina lovers out there, especially B990 owners, this is the new cover up, which is a machine cover pattern. You actually piece all this fabric so that you create the machine. So that's all a lot of fun. I don't know if you can see it. It's all pieced. Sorry, bad view. and then it's quilted, and then you put it together like a little machine cover. So that's really fun. That's that one. If you have anything other than a $9.90 in a Bernina, there is what they call the domestic cover-up. So it's still a machine cover. It's styled to look like a Bernina machine, and that's on the front, and you just have a plain piece on the back with all the sewing machines on, which we still have, some of that Amanda Murphy sewing room fabric. If you have a L series Bernina overlocker, this is the serger cover up. So it looks like that one of the new Berninas. And it's fun because they piece all of this, and then she's done different quilting in the background to give it a different shape. So you can see there's sides, it's quite deep because the machine's quite wide, and the back. So these are quite fun because it just gives you a different take on a machine cover. And you Q20, Q16 owners, you haven't been forgotten by Amanda because she's made one for your sit-down long arm. Okay, so if you've got your machine on a table or on a foldable table or in a koala table or a lift table, and you want to make a nicer cover for it, then you can piece you can do the piecing there with your different fabrics, making your Q series machine, and make a cover to put over your machine. And there's a couple of, this is your left side, this is your back and your right side. That way your machine's facing the right way, okay, as the cover sits over the top. A lot of fun. These run out around about the $45 to $46.95 mark. Anything coming from the US right now is a little bit more expensive because of the dollar, but we have them in store and on the website right now. The other new thing that arrived, which is going up on the website today, is the new K-Facet limited edition Aliso project iron. So cute, this one. It's got the Millefiori on there. It's got a beautiful blue, purple type trivet that comes with. It's an Aliso project iron, but they've done it in the K limited edition colours. But it also comes inside, like when you get the packaging, it's got the cardboard box. Inside the box is a tin decorated with a Kaffe fabric styling, obviously blue with the Millefiori, as well as the pot of flowers on the top of the tin. So if you're a Kaffe collector, the tin is worth having as well. So there's added value there. So we have them available for order. I've only got one iron in right now, but there'll be more. I'm going to order a few more to come in over the coming weeks. But if you can't live without one of those, then get your order in and I can get it in for you. As I said, they'll be available online. By the time this newsletter goes out today, they'll be online so you can have a look at that. So if you just type in Kaffe, it should come up as the Aliso project iron, okay? Other than that, we have lots of other things going on here. Lots of new stock is starting to come in. We've got a few new ranges just about to arrive. We have a Moda Mayhem that's out now for the next book. We're closing off on the 1st of September. You've only got 2 weeks to have a look at it. If you want to come into the store and have a look at the catalogue, please do. I've got all the pricing available. It's a bit scary, but if you want to have a look at what is available to order from some of the designers, please come in by September the 1st, because we will be closing all of our Moda Mayhem orders on the 1st of September. But yes, they're a new catalogue, and there's quite a bit of fabric that's on its way to us now. We've got part of a new range called Sally Stitches coming in. It's quite a fun range. It reads like a solid, but it's got little print on it, and it's quite bright in its thing. A little bit different to what we would normally have, but it's quite fun. We've just got half of our range arrive. We're just waiting for the rest of it to come in, but it's quite fun. So hopefully by the end of the month we'll see the end of some of those. We've got all of our Christmas ranges in. Most of those were in fact quarter bundles, and our meterage on Berry and Pine. We aren't looking to stock any new Christmas ranges between now and December. So what's out now is out, and we'll keep it out until the 1st of September. Our Christmas display will then disappear, and we'll have a spring display because it'll be spring in Queensland from the 1st of September. So if you're looking for some Christmas fabric, why not come in and have a look? Some of that has a little bit of a sale to it. Not all of it, but some of it. There isn't a lot there right now. So if you're looking to top up your Christmas stash, there's some 3-yard quilt bundles or 3-meter quilt bundles there that might help you with some of that Christmas sewing. Don't forget, club members, you get 10% off everything. So if you haven't used your club membership for a while, why not come in and have a look at that and maybe get some of your Christmas sewing sorted out. So that's all I've got for this week. Look forward to coming back in to see you all again for next week's edition. But until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.